This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good morning, Rabbi. Let's begin with the Vart on the Parsha, Parshas Vayikra. I want to thank my friend Rabbi Tepfer for forwarding me this Vart. But when he showed it to me, I was very, I was thinking, where did I see something like this? I knew I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw part of it. And I checked, I thought it was Parshas Vayikra, and there was something in there that touched on it. No, it was a shiur we once gave on Shavuos, and it starts with the Arizal. We're going to speak about the word Vayikra, which has a small Alef Ze'ira. It's interesting, not only is there a small Alef in the Torah, but in Tanakh there's a giant Alef. So where's there a giant Alef? I never saw a giant Alef, so I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not in Sefer Bereshis, Shemais, Vayikra, Bamidbar, Dvarim. Is it in Nevi'im? It's not in Nevi'im. Is it in Ksuvim? It's not in Esther, Eicha, Kahela, Shira, Ros. It's not in Eoiv, Mishlei, or Tehillim. It's in Divrei Hayamim. Divrei Hayamim begins, Adam is spelled with a big Aleph. So there's a big Aleph in Divrei Hayamim, and a small Aleph in Vayikra. So what is the meaning of the big Aleph in Divrei Hayamim, and what's the meaning of the small Aleph in Vayikra? So Arizal writes in the Shar HaKavanos on the passage Yismach Moshe. Moshe will rejoice b'matnas chelkai, in the gift of his chelek. What's the gift? What gift? Pashup Pshat, it's Shabbos. But why only Moshe rejoices? And shouldn't everyone rejoice? And then we say Ki Eved Ne'eman Karasel. He's a faithful servant. Well, in what way is a faithful servant? It says Arizal in the Shar HaKavanos, when Moshe Rabbeinu went up to Har Sinai to Mekabel the Torah, he got a gift. What were they? 11 shares of light. That's, 11
shares of Amazon.
No, that's, 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares of light. We have to speak in modern lingo. 1,000 chalokim of light.
General Electric is
1,000 shares of light. Where is this Merumas? In the big Aleph of Divrei Hayamim. Okay? And when Klal Yisrael sinned with the Egel, they were all taken away. And how much was left with Moshe Rabbeinu? Only one. That's the secret of the small Aleph. You see, small Aleph is one. Big Aleph is Alef. The two ways of reading it. Aleph and Alef. And he was only left with 1,000. That's the Remez of Vayikra El Moshe. And because Moshe didn't lose it on his own, it's not his fault. It's not a fault that he lost it. It's the Jewish people's fault. So therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes away the shares of the Jewish people, and he gives it to Moshe Rabbeinu. So in other words, it sounds like when Moshe Rabbeinu went up to Har Sinai, the Jews also got light. And therefore, because Moshe Rabbeinu did not lose it for his own fault, Hashem restores to him the 1,000 portions of light from the Jewish people. That's what it means. The Jewish people removed their jewelry at Har Sinai. What was the jewelry? All the light that they were given on Har Sinai, they remove. And who does it go to? Moshe takes them. So now Moshe is looking good, and the Jewish people are empty. Now listen to this. Says Arizal, every Erev Shabbos, when Friday night comes, Moshe Rabbeinu goes and he takes those 1,000 portions of light that were lost from him, and he takes it back. And that is what is called the Kedusha of Tosefes Shabbos. However, Moshe Rabbeinu is the Roya Neman. Moshe Rabbeinu is a faithful servant. So the first thing is like this. Every Friday night, Moshe Rabbeinu takes back all 1,000 shares of light. That's what it means. Yismach Moshe. Moshe will rejoice b'matnas chalkoi, in the gift of his chelek. Moshe is sameach every Shabbos in the matan of his chelek. That was lost from him, and is given back to him as a gift on Shabbos.
He doesn't lose it again and get it back every Shabbos.
Yeah, he does. It sounds like every Shabbos he has to take it back. Because it's only given to him as a gift for Shabbos. Says Arizal, and now the Chazal are teaching us the greatness of Moshe Rabbeinu, that even though it was given to him from the Jewish people, He's Yismach Moshe b'matnas chelkai. He's sameach with his chelek. And I only need one. And what does he do with the rest of the 999? He distributes it to the Jewish people. Why? He wants to mezaka the rabbim. He doesn't say, well, it's not my fault. I didn't sin. They sinned, so let them suffer. He's sameach b'matnas chelkai, and then he gives them their chelek. Why? Ki eved ne'eman karasalai. He's a faithful servant. Even though HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him Klal Yisrael Shiur, he returns it to the Jewish people on Shabbos. Comes the Abir Yaakov. Rav Yaakov b'chatzera in the Sefer, Pituchei Chaisam. This is what Avi showed me. That Vayikra el Moshe, Hashem called to Moshe. And what do we have in the word Vayikra? A small aleph, to indicate that even though he used to have 1,000 rays, now he only has one. But the Torah is Remez, because the Gematria of Vayikra el Moshe is 703. And what's the Gematria of Shabbos? 703 with the Koila Ima Koila, right? To be Meramez that even though Moshe Rabbeinu now only has 1,000th of what he had, but Vayikra el Moshe, when Shabbos comes, he is restored all 1,000 shares. He gets it back. So why is he so happy? Yismach Moshe is also Gematria 703. To be Meramez to you, check out Vayikra el Moshe in the beginning of Sefer Vayikra, and then you'll learn the secret of how Moshe Rabbeinu gets back all 1,000 shares of light. So that is the secret of the little Aleph in Vayikra, the big Aleph in Divrei Hayamim. And by the way, this is just the Aleph base of it. There's much more, but we'll leave it here for now. Have a great day. But don't leave.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.